Welcome to the 517 Capital City Podcast with your hosts, local professional photographer Natasha Daniels, Lansing's leading lender Robin Berg, and 517's real estate expert Kat Gandolfo.
Okay, well, thanks for joining us today, Jeremy. Can you tell us a little bit about Red Bike Delivery?
So Red Bike Delivery is a local to Lansing, eco-friendly alternative to the app companies like DoorDash and Uber Eats and all those big corporations. I kind of got it started because I was just had the opportunity to be downtown and during the pandemic, I was riding a bike, and I decided I should probably try to make some money while I was doing this too.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So I started talking to Goodfellas downtown, and we were working something out, and that was kind of the beginning of the adventure that I'm on now, which has gone several different directions, but I'm sure we'll get to that. It's become a more of a passion project than anything for the reducing the carbon footprint and all that things that we need to do in order to keep the planet alive, basically. I feel like I want to leave behind a world like that my son doesn't have to worry about, when we have the chance to take care of it right now. So hopefully we can get to that. And I don't see how, the other companies are sustainable with all the cars and all the carbon that's being put out, and the fact that we're trying to cut back on that. So I feel like this is going to be a necessary entity soon.
I like the idea.
So what types of things do you deliver? Can you explain? Is it just the food items that you mentioned, or are you expanding?
I basically anything besides a refrigerator, like
big appliances.
Yes. I don't have that capability yet. I'm sure I could figure it out, but it would be difficult. Basically weight, is my only real restriction.
Okay.
I have, trailers that I can pull. I have one being built right now, actually, that's going to have, compartments in it and all that. So it'll be even temperature controlled and all that stuff. So,
okay.
And that way, one fact that I had looked up when I was researching the business to begin with was that 33% of drivers for the other companies admitted that they had tried people's food.
Oh my gosh.
So
if you hire somebody on a bike, they're not trying your food.
Exactly. I figure if I got a trailer or a backpack, where the food is separate from whoever may be delivering, it would at least ease people's minds.
Where did all my fries go?
Yeah, exactly.
There's a piece of pizza down here.
I've never thought of that before.
I've delivered food from restaurants. I've delivered someone needed cigarettes, or I delivered a note for a dog sitter once. That was the most unique thing I think that I've delivered, and it was a little weird because I thought, well, don't you have a cell phone? In today's day and age, who's leaving notes anymore? But apparently, the person that she was trying to contact was in the person that owned the house was in the hospital, and she had a dog sitter that she didn't know her number. The other person was incapacitated. Normal everyday stories.
A job's a job. Take it.
I ended up taping a note to the door for her to get a hold of the dog sitter.
Well, that really gives people a lot of different ways to contact you and get things done. And so how can our community help support your business?
The main thing would be just to get a hold of me for all your deliveries, instead of calling or using the apps for DoorDash and stuff like that. You can call me or message me on Facebook, any of those avenues will work. I'm working on building a website, so hopefully that'll be done soon, and then I can streamline the process more. But getting started, things are expensive, and especially apps and technology and things like that. So I'm trying to move forward as fast as I can, but there are limitations on the speed that I can go. So
it's nice sometimes to kind of take things back, though.
Yeah.
Go back to calling people on the phone and having a conversation and
yes, it has been a bit of a challenge, but because sometimes you can get a hold of the restaurant and they'll get a hold of me. Sometimes you have to get a hold of me all the time. So it's just trying to narrow that down to just one option of this gets a hold of everybody kind of thing would make it a little bit easier. Another way that people can help is just by sharing, like any of my social media posts or, talking about your experience with me if you've ordered through Red Bike Delivery to your friends, because word of mouth is definitely the biggest proponent I have for advertising. Because it's free, first of all.
I think that's the biggest component for all of us, wouldn't you say?
Yes, 100%.
It's so if you want to support any small business, and they have a Facebook page or a social media, follow them and interact.
Yeah.
I think
It's
it makes a
free
huge difference.
to share their stuff. If you can't invest in them, share their posts, share, your experiences with those people as well.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only way any of us grow our business.
Yeah.
Referrals.
Well, and the way the algorithms work, even just watching the video all the way to the end will then boost it to go out to other people. So just don't click off the video before it's done. Mute it if you're tired of listening to us. Leave it on replay. You have no idea how much it helps.
That's always one of the. I don't know why they put that number on there, like about when people click off the videos, because I don't like seeing it, but it is important to know. Oh man, everyone clicked off after 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, they say you have the first 7 seconds to capture somebody's attention.
Yeah.
So, ta-da, we're fancy.
So earlier you also mentioned, before we started this, nonprofits.
Yeah. So I do a yearly fundraiser for Ellie's Place, and they do great work there. And I don't know. I'm not sure how I got to working with them, but it just I heard about what they do and I just wanted to do what I could to help. And so it was in the month of April, I would donate 50 cents for every mile that I rode, and then get other companies to help sponsor me and stuff like that, and match the donation, or if they just wanted to do a cash donation or whatever, flat fee. So last year I wasn't able to do it this year because my bike got stolen, but but I'll do it eventually. Once things get rolling again. But I had started it in April of last year, and I went. I think it was just over 300 miles. We raised it was about $600, which just happens to be the cost that it takes to put one child through a year of their services. So
that's really
so
wonderful.
yeah.
Sweet.
So all those times we say if we could just reach one person, but then you do it and you're I want to do more, but we got that one person, we got that one kid through there for a year, so whoever that may be, which is
it's a very needed service.
Yeah.
It is, truly.
Yeah. Yes, grief is a fickle thing.
What is your service area? How far can you go?
I can cover most of Lansing. The only thing that I try to limit, I guess, is the distance from you to that restaurant, especially if it's something that you're ordering on demand like that, just to make sure. Because when I was doing some research before I started the business, I noticed that the biggest complaint people had was that their food was gross or rubbery or whatever it may be. So I'm trying to give them something else to complain about, I guess.
Keep the quality of the food,
Yeah.
the integrity of the food.
Yes, because like also we're representing that restaurant too when you take their food out, and they count on that just as much as anybody else. So trying to keep everyone's reputation up as a good business that puts out quality products. So I say like within like 3 miles of the restaurant or your home is kind of like a good area that'll make sure that I can get it there in time to make sure it's still fresh.
What area do you think you service the most?
I would say downtown, like the main downtown area, and probably a little bit of the east side. That seems to be where I just think it's just because there's a lot of restaurants, in that area that are really, really good. So there's a lot of options to get different types of food, and downtown has like I go to Accident Fund a lot, that building, and other places around there. So they've kept me busy.
Do you have certain hours that you work, or what do you typically? That you deliver everything all the time.
I laugh because when I first started, it was just open 24 hours. That's what I had on my Google Maps or whatever, and I realized that I guess I was kind of doing that to see like where the most business would come from, whether it was like lunch or 3 o'clock in the morning, or and once I realized I wasn't getting much in the middle of the night, which thank God, because I was able to sleep still, I kind of shortened it, and so basically it's from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. And that's, I can still go out after 10, but it's just, there's not much going on anymore. Most restaurants are closed by then and stuff like that, so that's kind of what I've set it to. But if there's a need, I can make it work, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
So where can people find you?
On the streets of Lansing.
How do they get a hold of you?
You can find me on Facebook, or actually pretty much every social media. I don't do the Twitter thing like that. I just never got into it. But I have Facebook, Instagram, TikTok that I'm figuring out, and it's all just red bike delivery. I think like Facebook, you have to put in Instagram. It's LLC. My original page got hacked, so that
can happen.
Yep.
That was rough. I tried to get it back, and customer service at Facebook is not much going on there. So Red Bike Delivery LLC, and then if you want to call or text 231-680-0501 is the number for the business. I'm working on getting like Red Bike as so you can just dial 517
nice.
Red Bike.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. But until then, that's the number that Google gave me. So that was a weird thing. They don't have like 517 area codes that you can even choose for Google Voice. So I had to.
Interesting.
Yeah. So if you order from me and you see a number call that's a 231, please answer the phone. It's just me trying to get you your food.
That's so true.
Yeah.
That's so true. Thank you so much for coming on. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Pleasure.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.